next guest, Mr. Kovacs.
Thank you very much for the invitation on behalf of the Association of Hungarian Architects to delegate me, and thank you very much for Diego to accept my delegation. So when first I saw today's topic, I felt this is a very personal topic to me, and it was very fascinating to me. So if I say high quality design versus digit design, I think is not something that we have to decide between. I think is good if both is included. So, but when we want to discuss this topic, we understand that the technology is included, and all of us talking about how technology is included. And I think if we talk about new Bauhaus, that's a very interesting term. I was thinking about what does it mean. And first, I had some thoughts on the let's say old Bauhaus, and of course, at the beginning of the 20th century, technology is transformed the way we look at our environment as it's happening today, and Bauhaus is also a very personal topic to me because, for example, the university where I finished, it's the Applied Art University of Budapest, is named after Moholy László, and he was one of the most experimental artists or creator of Bauhaus, but also we are very proud of Marcel Breuer. He was also from Hungary. And I think just to some thoughts to Moholy, I think this type of experimental thinking, what is kind of generating today's discussion, this experimental way as we think of our environment, this is what is generating today's discussion, how the digital tools, how creative or how artificial intelligence is defining as we see our environment. Okay, so I also brought pictures about our design, but my thoughts is more general, so I'm not talking specifically these projects. But my question is that, what is a creative act for an architect? Very, very important question, I think. And how much is the automation should be part of our job? And we all know that it's already a part of our job. We all use these softwares. We all use, or not all of us, because not all of us use BIM, but many of us use BIM, and many of us using different type of automatizations. For me, the main question in this regard that how much we let these entities or this complex intelligent system to decide about what kind of options we have, and also to decide about what is available for us, and through this, it's how they decide about our decisions. Very, very important question, I think. And at that point, it's also a philosophical question. And I have an answer, or I have ideas about this. And what I think what an architect should design is something that is becoming alive. And the process to design something becoming alive is to using flexible system and organize it into complexity that can uphold, sometimes even through mistakes, and stay alive. And for me, at that point, when I was talking about this topic, I could connect these things to sustainability and the term new Bauhaus. And because to design something alive, we have to understand the sustainability. And And I think that that might be different from, let's say, the 20th century Bauhaus, because many of the avant-garde movement, they were sometimes exclusive and try to forget about past and try to offer something completely new. And that was, I think, not really natural. So sustainability means for me that we accept our mistakes and past as well, and we are developing a more organic future. Yes. And so for this reason, I think architects must preserve the trust in their decisions. And also I have, again, a personal story to tell in this regard, if you let me, that when I was studying in Vienna, and this is very much related to today's topic, and there was a diploma defending from the studio Zaadid, and Patrick was the tutor, and of course Greg Lynn was invited as well, and we looked at the project, and the students who was defending their work, he presented many alternatives for a solution, for a design. And he said he observed, he analyzed all the possible options, and that then this is the conclusion. And that was a debate from Greg Lynn that he said that is very good, but is this something you wanted to design? And of course, is a question it's a question of that how much our decision is involved into that process. Very, very important, I think. So, and then we have to understand that at this point, if we have all the options for one question and everything is optimized for one solution, that it's possible that we are limiting ourselves. And if we are limiting ourselves, it's possible that is a decline is decoded. Not necessarily, but it's possible. So if I would be very poetic, I would say if perfection is often a fault, but sometimes mistake is a way to get closer to perfection. So we don't really want to achieve the peak because it might be not sustainable anymore. And so my conclusion would be that in design decision, we should be aware to have always other options. Thank you very much.
Grazie. Grazie, bene, siamo arrivati.